Think I will walk through this house. Today I'm working on the some kind of lakeside retreat or something paper pack. And it's very boyish, very lakeish, but it's loads of fun and super cute. And so these are my Scrap with Robin project pages using Cricut cuts for decoration and then letting the paper kind of speak on its own. So this is the first page. We're using the pattern paper here, adding some cardstock, and then we're more patterned paper here, some cardstock, and then some stripes of the paper. And then just adding your photos. The nice thing about this is depending on your photos, you can add up or subtract, change out the layout of some of the photos. But 4x4s are awesome for that because then it doesn't really matter which way your photo was. You can use the 4x4 and it won't matter. And then just adding in some of these metal studs in here just because metal's always good for boyish things. Layout number 2 is playing with s'mores. So this is kind of beachside, could be lakeside if you wanted it to be. But I used some different techniques in this one. So I've got some tearing and then using the sponge to scruffy it, make it older and more dingy like at the beach. And then I did kind of the same technique for the sand down here. But then on this one at many beaches I've been to, there's always a kind of a log wall of several logs. And so I thought that would be kind of fun. So kind of cut each of the paneling apart and then added that same sanding technique on straight across things. It was fun. And then of course we tear some more for the water. Now, depending on how dark and light your papers are, this is two sides of the same paper. So pool party dark and pool party light. And sometimes they look pretty close to each other. And then it also depends on how you have scruffified them with the pool party ink. And then we assemble these cute little chairs, cute little fires, and your s'more making things. I also scruffied the edges of this. Now I did this by dragging the paper along the ink pad directly. So these are using a sponge. This is just dragging it along. And these are two more great techniques for boy papers and cards, just because it really stuffifies them. And that's great for boy stuff. And our last page, super cute. I have so many memories of fishing. This could easily, well, these are small boats, so these are kind of lake fishing, but you could make it BC fishing if you wanted to. And we've got some little characters in here and just shadow silhouette things that I thought were so cute. And on this one, I took my sanding block and sanded the edges of the Secret Sea cardstock, again, to another kind of scruffy. If you wanted to go nuts, you could scruffy everything, including these little blocks. You can also scruffy a photo. So this is just dragging your sanding block along the edges. You can scruffy photos. It's very cool. But anyway, add in our metal gems again, and you're all finished. So thank you so much for watching. Happy crafting.